There's barbed wire wrapped around one of these cow's feet, and she's really not happy about it, and this cow has an abscess. This is the Hoof GP, and today we're going to make two little cows much happier than they were 5 minutes ago. There are over 600 cows at this farm, and we come here every couple of weeks just to do the odd lame one because we trim them all routinely a couple of times a year, and that stops the vast majority of them ever becoming lame. This cow, however, definitely is lame, so we need to fix her, doing whatever we can. Despite there being about 600 cows, we come here every 2 weeks and trim somewhere between 10 and 20 cows, usually just to prevent them from going lame because they're slightly unbalanced. But like I said, in this cow's case, she definitely is lame on this back left foot.
The keen-eyed amongst you will hopefully realise that this foot actually wasn't trimmed all that long ago, and that's pretty much the case for every cow on this farm, because like I said before, we routine trim them regularly, very regularly. But despite that, something has gone wrong, and she's ended up with this abscess.
You guys are maybe looking at this right now thinking, oh, there doesn't look like there's all that much wrong with this cow's foot. But I can assure you, in a couple of seconds, you are going to know the full extent of exactly why she is so sore.
By now, this probably isn't your first rodeo, and hopefully most of you can see exactly where the problem is and what's just about to happen. Obviously, as I edit this, I'm watching it back, and I'll be the first to admit, that sounded fake.
Oh, it stinks.
But trust me folks, it wasn't. That is the pressure build-up from the abscess underneath the hoof horn. Remember, this is completely sealed, so the pressure build-up can sometimes be immense. Prodding and poking and feeling around the area is bound to put the cow in some discomfort, but I need to know the full extent of the detached horn, otherwise how can I possibly fully remove it and do the best job I possibly can for this little lady. BoviBond glue truly is awesome, but if the hoof you're applying it to is not flat and completely dry, it has zero chance of actually sticking. Not that this is going so well for Kevin anyway.
Kevin's blown his load off the end. Good biscuit?
There are only two things I really talk about: cow's feet and cars. Anyway, now we're talking about cow's feet. This part of the foot is extremely hard to trim. The hoof horn is unbelievably tough. Remember, this is the architectural part of the foot, so it needs to be tough to hold up the interior anatomy. The corium is also very close to where we're trimming, and we're having to put a huge amount of force through that wall horn to actually remove it. But if you look closely enough, you can see a dark line down the wall horn, which shows there is detached hoof horn, and if we don't remove it, this cow will never heal, which is why it can be so difficult.
Oh.
Because the lesion is really open and moist, Kevin wraps the foot with iodine and salicylic acid to allow the iodine to really sink into the tissue and dry that problem area out so that this cow can completely heal. And make no mistake about it, completely heal she will.
So there's nothing actually wrong with this cow's feet, I don't think. I mean, she's going to go in the crush, so we might as well check her feet, stands to reason. But she has got barbed wire wrapped around her front left leg, which shouldn't actually be there, just for the avoidance of doubt. Can you see it? Right there. I always think Jersey cows are a little bit more intelligent than other cows. They take their time, they like to sniff everything, they like to check everything out. They know this isn't the norm, so sometimes it can be more difficult to get in. But thankfully, this little girl walks straight in without any hassle.
I've no idea how serious this is, so I take real caution when I'm lifting her leg.
Luckily it's not too tight, but this would start to cut into her leg if we didn't get it off. No wonder she's got it wrapped around her, can't it?
I never believe how things are that, did you?
Tight? Yeah, actually, it's fairly tight. I can't see how it's... I assumed because she got it on so easily, it would be really easy to take off, but it's not. I'm not actually sure how it's caught on, if that makes sense.
I genuinely thought this would easily unhook, so I tried spraying it off to clean it so that I can maybe see how this is actually tangled up in itself.
Ow! Hey!
Believe it or not, this is not an everyday occurrence, so I don't have the tools in my crush to be able to cut it off, which is why I'm persevering so long. However, my patience is running out.
I think we're going to have to cut it. I thought I'd be able to just untangle it. Nah, I'm going to have to cut it. I assumed because she got it on so easily, it would be really easy to take off, but it's not. I'm not actually sure how it's caught on, if that makes sense. Right, I can't untie it, so hopefully we can just snip it off. No damage. I have no idea how she got that right around her leg, but I am pretty sure she'll be glad to have it off.
And now that that's been removed, it's time to quickly check over her other 3 feet, just to make sure that they are in tip-top condition. Despite having just removed the wire from her foot, if looks could speak, I think I'd have to bleep this one out.
See, while I trim the back feet, Craig quickly trims the front feet.
As a team, the 3 of us are getting stronger and stronger, and working like this means the cows are in the crush for as little time as possible.
And just like that, she's done.
I know that I'm obvious, fuck it, I'm made this way. But why didn't I stay when I had the chance?
There's no doubt it's been a close call for little 117.
Imagine what that would have been like in a couple of weeks' time if we hadn't taken it off. So just like that, we're finished, and that cow with the abscess will be feeling the benefits already. And the other cow, the little Jersey, won't have anything to worry about. This has been the Hoof GP, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you've subscribed, because my subscribers haven't been growing as much as they should lately. I mean, it doesn't matter that they don't grow, but it makes me feel really appreciated.